Let's go to task B. You are given 10 minutes. Anyone can begin.
I would like to start the discussion by saying that the firefighter best fits the description of a hero. This is because the firefighters always encounter a danger. They will always need to be brave. They need to sacrifice their time with their family because they're always need to be on duty whenever there is an emergency case. So what's your opinion, candidate A?
I also think that firefighters best fit the description of hero because they risk their life to save others. They also must encounter a lot of very dangerous situation like catching a big giant snake. What's your opinion?
I disagree with you, candidate A and candidate B. In my opinion, I think that nurse best fits the description of a hero. This is because nurse is the one who always ignored by people because they always look behind the doctor. Actually, they are as important as doctor because they take care of the patient, they do the backup job, they assist the doctor. So, I think that nurse is a hero. What's your opinion?
I agree with your opinion, candidate C. Actually, all the occupations mentioned, every one of them are brave. They're also sacrificing their precious time with their family members. But the reasons why I choose that a nurse is a hero because there are also nurses that have to work in places where natural disasters happen. So they actually witness the death of millions of people during natural disasters, and it's not easy to accept the fact that there are so many people lost their life in natural disasters. And to say firefighter, they catch snakes or dangerous animals. Actually, they get used to that already. Like they catch dangerous animals every day, and they are well equipped when they catch dangerous animals. So that's why I think that a nurse should be the hero.
I do agree with you because firefighters are also being sent to the countries to be a volunteer, especially in the natural disasters like earthquake. Firefighters in our countries are actually sent to this country to help to save the scenes, to save the people from being trapped under the buildings.
But as candidate D mentioned just now, they are well equipped. They have a very special uniform to protect them. But then for the nurse, they just have the very normal clothing for them. They have to cure the people, and also they are exposed to the risk of getting infection when they cure the people. So actually they are very brave as well as they satisfy themselves for other people.
But even though the firefighters are well equipped, but they might also face the risk that may be knocked by the heavy buildings, even though they are well equipped by their closest attires.
What's your opinion, candidate A?
I still think that a firefighter should be qualified as a hero because they really need to always be ready because they need to be on call 24 hours because maybe something bad will happen, so their role is also very important.
I don't agree that firefighter is a hero because a firefighter only works when there's emergency and a nurse works every day. Like doctors are responsible in curing patients, but nurse is the one who monitor the conditions of the patients.
Yeah, I agree with you, candidate D. Candidate A, as you mentioned just now, actually they are not that risky because because they are trained before they become a firefighter. And then the precautions are actually slowly improved nowadays. They know the danger of becoming a firefighter, so they improve their precaution during the emergency case. But for the nurse, there are so many viruses that are not discovered so far. They have to take care of the patient and they do not know what's the time for them to get infection. So actually it's very dangerous to be a nurse. So I think that nurse is a hero.
But same goes to the firefighters. They are trained before they become a real firefighters. They need to train every day, even though there is not an emergency cases. They need to train because just like during a fire, they need to run in a high building. Maybe there is a casualties or people that trapped in the building, or maybe the person is injured. They need to carry the casualties down to the floor from such, just like going through a long staircase.
But at least they are less stressful when they are under training. But then for the nurse, they are stressful all the time. They have to take care of the patient. They have to be there with them when they need them, because especially during the midnight, when patient encounter any problems, they have to be there with the patient. They have to work all days and night. So nurse is a very big hero for us.
In my opinion, I think that nurse is a hero because I experienced that myself. After I did my operation, the nurse is the one who slowly guide me through the hard time. They really sacrifice their time and lend me their helping hands when I need help, and that's why I think that they are heroes. What's your opinion, candidate A?
I still think that firefighter is a hero because to be a firefighter is a risky job. They might get killed in the incident. For example, a very big building collapse. They not only need to save the victims, they also need to remove the blocks very skillfully so that nothing will happen.
In addition, I think that nurse is a hero because they have to deal with different kinds of patients every day, and when they see that the conditions of the patients are getting worse day by day and they couldn't do anything to help the patients from recovering, this is actually saddens their heart because they couldn't do anything to save their life. Instead, they are watching them dying off day by day. So it's actually not easy to become a nurse.
I agree with you, candidate D. In addition, nurse has to deal with the patient with bad temper. Some of them they refuse to eat, but then the nurse know that they need nutrition, so they use different ways to feed them. So it's very difficult to be a nurse because they are facing difficulties every day when they take care of the patient. So what's your opinion?
I still insist that the firefighters best fit the descriptions of a hero. This is because they might also face a virus diseases during the disaster. Just like when they become a volunteer in the poor countries that experience a disaster like earthquake, many diseases will arise, just like cholera. since they become a volunteer, they will need to live there for temporarily, so they will also expose the risk.
But then
Okay. Stop.
nurse